Hello everyone, it's Maimoona AIwali. I am a student at Rehan College, Korangi Campus in Teacher Training Boot Camp. Now today I'm talking to ChatGPT, so let's go. Hello ChatGPT, my name is Maimoona AIwali. Now today I'm discuss about how to find balance in our digital world.
Hi, Maimoona. I'm really excited to talk about this topic with you. It's so relevant these days. Where would you like to start? Are you thinking about personal balance or maybe how to help others, like students or even professionals?
Okay, so my first question is what does digital balance mean to day life?
Yeah, great starting point. So, digital balance basically means having a healthy relationship with technology, using it
Okay,
absolutely. If you'd like, I can also give you some practical tips on how to achieve that balance, whether it's setting boundaries, creating tech free loans, or even just being more mindful with your screen time. What do you think?
Okay, so my next question is why it is important to find balance in a digital world.
That's a really important question. I mean, finding that balance is crucial because it helps us reduce stress, avoid burnout, and stay connected to what's actually important, like real world relationships, hobbies, and just being present in the moment.
Okay, so my next question is how has exercise, screen time, effort our daily routine?
Yeah, it's really changed a lot. I mean, our screen time is everywhere now, from work to entertainment to even socializing. And what happens is we often lose that natural rhythm. We're sitting more, we have less downtime, and we sometimes neglect other parts of life like exercise or in person connection.
Okay, so my next question is what sign show that someone is digital overloaded?
That's a great question. So, signs of digital overload can include things like feeling constantly tired, being easily distracted, having trouble sleeping, or even just feeling irritable or overwhelmed by notifications.
Okay, so my next question is how can too much technology impact mental health?
Yeah, it can have a pretty big impact. Too much tech use can increase anxiety, disrupt our focus, and even lead to feelings of isolation, especially if we're comparing ourselves online or just staying plugged in all the time.
Is how does digital additional affect focus and productive?
Yeah, so digital distractions can really break our focus. Every time we get a notification or switch between apps, it takes mental energy to refocus. So over time, that constant switching can really reduce productivity and making it harder to get deep work done.
Okay, so my next question is what role does self discipline play in digital balance?
That's a really key piece. Self discipline is what helps us set those boundaries, like deciding when to put the phone down, scheduling tech free times, or just being intentional about when and how we use devices.
Okay, so my next question is how can setting screen time limited improve well beginning?
Yeah, absolutely. So when you set screen time limits, it kind of creates a natural break. You end up having more time for things like exercise, relaxation, sleep, or face to face connections. And that really boosts mental health and overall well being.
Okay, that's great. So my next question is what is the difference between productive and unproductive screen time?
Yeah, that's a really important distinction. Productive screen time is when you're doing things that align with your goals, like learning, working, creating, or problem solving. Unproductive screen time is more like mindless scrolling, constantly checking notifications, or just filling time without any real purpose.
Okay, so my next question is what daily habits help maintain a healthy digital balance?
Yeah, so some great daily habits include things like having a set time to unplug, scheduling breaks from screens, maybe starting the day with a tech free morning routine, or even doing a digital detox once a week just to reset.
Oh, that's great. So my next question is how can digital balance improve work life harmony?
Yeah, that's a really big benefit. When you have digital balance, you can create clearer boundaries. So you're more present when you're off work and you're less likely to bring stress home. That way, you have more balance between your personal life and your professional life.
How can people reduce digital stress without quitting technology?
Yeah, that's a great point. You don't have to quit tech entirely, just be more intentional. You could use things like app timers, turn off non essential notifications, or schedule specific tech free times during the day. Of course. Yeah, that's a great balance to strike. You can reduce stress by being mindful, like using technology to automate reminders, set goals, or even track your well being. So it's a tool you control, not one that just takes over.
Okay, so my next question is,
Sure,
what
go.
role does family play in managing digital habits?
Yeah, family plays a huge role. When families set collective boundaries, like having device free dinners or agreeing on screen time limits, it creates a shared culture, and that helps everyone stay accountable and balanced together.
Okay, so my next question is, how can a student balance online learning and offline life?
Yeah, that's really key for students. They can balance it by setting a schedule, like dedicated times for online classes, breaks, and offline activities, so they're not just always tied to a screen. And things like in person study groups or offline hobbies can also help keep that balance.
Okay, so my next question is, why is offline time important creatively and habits? Focus.
Yeah, that's a great point. Offline time really gives your brain a chance to rest, reflect, and wander, so it boosts creativity and it lets you build deeper focus without constant digital interruptions.
Is, what boundaries should be set for healthy technology use?
Yeah, so healthy tech boundaries could include things like no devices during meals, having a set time to power down before bed, or even designating tech free zones in your home, just to create some space between you and the screen.
Okay, so my next question is, how can professional avoid burnout in a teach driver world?
Yeah, that's so important. Professionals can avoid burnout by setting clear work hours, taking regular breaks, and making sure they have downtime. Also, delegating tasks and using tech tools to streamline things can really help.
Okay, so my next question is, what challenges make digital balance difficult to maintain?
Yeah, there are a few big challenges. Things like constant connectivity, the pressure to always be available, or even just the addictive design of some apps and platforms. So it takes conscious effort to keep it in balance.
Okay, so my next question is, how can
Yeah,
individuals stay updated with technology without being overwhelmed?
that's a great question. I think the key is being selective. So choose a few trusted sources or tools, set aside small regular times for learning, and don't feel like you have to keep up with every new thing all at once.
Okay, so my next question is, what advice would you give to live a balanced life in a digital world?
Yeah, I'd say start by being intentional. Identify your priorities, of course. So I'd say be intentional. Know what matters most to you, set boundaries with your tech use, and make sure you carve out time for offline activities like hobbies, social time, and just quiet moments for yourself.
What advice would you give to live a balanced life in a digital world?
Yeah, I'd say focus on being mindful with your technology. So set clear boundaries, take regular breaks, and prioritize offline time for things that recharge you, whether that's nature, exercise, or just being with loved ones.
Question is, what challenges make digital balance difficult to maintain, and how can digital balance improve relationship?
Yeah, so some challenges are things like constant notifications, the pressure to be always connected, or just habits like multitasking. But when you do find a digital balance, it really frees up mental space so you can be more present, listen better, and build stronger, deeper relationships.
Information and Allah Hafiz.
You're very welcome, Maimoona. I'm glad I could help. Take care and Allah Hafiz.